doing today? Welcome, welcome. I'm Amy with Lily Bean Designs. I hope you all are well. If you are just popping in here, just say hello and tell me where you're watching from. And we are going to be painting this fun door hanger today. So I'm super excited about that. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Karen. I was trying to figure out if I should wear my glasses or not because I've scratched these glasses so bad. I really need new glasses, but I cannot see. I feel like my vision's just getting worse and worse these days. So I really need to go get my eyes checked and get a new prescription. Hey, Karen and Connie and Vanessa and Lisa. Hello from Nebraska and Canada. Welcome. Okay, so this is day 2 of painting our October projects for SVG Clubhouse. So if you're in the Clubhouse, then you got these files yesterday emailed to you. I know some of y'all have already started working on them, and I'm super excited to share them with y'all. So we, as you know, if you're a club member, we are opening the doors next Tuesday for new members. And I'm going to go ahead and start clearing this off because I need to paint the background. So we open just a few times a year, usually 3 or 4 times a year. We open for a week to let new members join. And we're opening next Tuesday, and we will be open from Tuesday until Sunday. And so if you want to join, you can go to svgclubhouse.com. That's scrolling at the bottom of your screen there. Or you can click the link in the video description. So we offer, every time we open the doors, we offer bonus files. So when you join, you get the usual monthly files that you get for being a member, but you also get bonus files. And my members love when I open the doors to new members because they get all those bonus files automatically. So that's why they got emailed the bonus files yesterday. I've got like a little flaw on this board that I meant to sand off. So I might have actually, I think it's just going to come right off, have dropped some paint on here, some colored paint. So I don't want that on there messing up my stain. I'm going to get, I thought I threw a sanding block in here somewhere. Did I not throw a sanding block in here? That's okay. We'll just scrape it off with the fingernail. Okay, so you guys, if you're watching from a Facebook group, please allow StreamYard to share your profile because otherwise I can't see your name. All I see is Facebook user. So a couple of people have said hello, and I don't know what your name is. It's frustrating. I don't know why they do that, but that's the way it works when you use StreamYard with Facebook. Okay, so we've got this shiplap round, and this door hanger is obviously... My cat is trying to get out, is an 18-inch round door hanger with shiplap lines on it. If you do not have access to your own shiplap rounds, we have a couple of options for you. I do sell these in my shop, my Etsy shop, but also whenever I do a door hanger, I started doing this about, I think 4 or 5 months ago. Whenever I design a door hanger that is a shiplap round like this, I always give you guys a split version. So in the file, there's a split version, which means you can cut this in 2 sections, and the split is hidden in one of the shiplap lines, so you won't be able to see it. And then you can glue it together, but there's also a piece on the back. I need to cut one of those out so I can show y'all if you have not seen it before. But there's a... That is my cat knocking on the door. There is a fastener, I call it a fastener on the back. So it's like a round puzzle piece that fits together, and it's got, it hooks together and basically holds this together so it doesn't come apart. So that comes with the file as well. Hold on one second. Let me let him either in or out. I think he's in here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go in there. Okay, I'm sure in like 10 seconds, he's going to be patting at the door to get back in again. That's how cats are. All right, so yeah, so you get a split version of this so that if you don't have a pass-through door, if you have a Glowforge Basic or a small laser, or you just don't know how to use your pass-through door yet, you can make a full-size door hanger with this. Or if you'd rather, you can just shrink the whole design down and make a little tabletop version. That would be cute as well, if you know how to do that. Okay, so let me go over a little bit of information about SVG Clubhouse, and then we're going to get started with this project. So SVG Clubhouse is my membership group where when you join, you get monthly perks. One of the things that you get is you get 4 exclusive files every month. So you get 4 laser files that are exclusive to the group. I don't ever sell them outside of the group. They're not in my Etsy shop. They're not anywhere. You have to be a group member to get these files. So you get the 4 files every month. We do usually 1 door hanger, 1 either tiered tray file or shelf sitter file. We do shaker files. I do a shaker file about every other month or so. If you don't know what a shaker file is, you can go on my Facebook page and you can search shaker files under the videos, and you'll see some videos on that. Those are super fun. And we're doing one of those this month, and we also have a bonus shaker coming up next week. So we do that, and then we do 1 other miscellaneous file. So that file can be like a banner or an ornament or a sign, just different things that we've done for that 4th file. So you get those 4 files every month. You get access to the private Facebook group where you can pop in and ask questions, share pictures of your projects, get any information that you need and help using your laser. You also get 50% off my files every month. I think that's probably the biggest perk that everyone likes, is that the fee to join the group is $15 a month, but you get 50% off all my files all the time. So you can always go to my Etsy shop and just whatever files you want at any time, you can get those for half off. Vanessa says, she sent me a message on Facebook last night. I have not checked my Facebook messages this morning. Vanessa, I need to check those. I'm sorry. I don't do Facebook Messenger very much. So the best way to reach me is emailing me at amy@lulubeandesigns.com, but I will check that. Oh, okay. You sent me pictures. So she's talking about the fillers for the shakers. If you've made a shaker before, you know that you put little items inside of the shakers like sequins or she's talking about we mentioned this yesterday. There's little clay polymer pieces that are perfect for putting inside shaker pieces. And you have to go on Etsy to find them. I haven't seen them in stores, but she says that there are some at Michael's in the Christmas section. So I am going to hit Michael's this weekend and try to find some of those because they sound super cute. So thank you for sending me pictures. I will check them out. So back to what you get for the group. So you also we do a paint party each month. And then I give you a supply list of all of the paint colors, all the supplies. There are clickable links on it, and it just shows you where to go to get everything that you need to do your projects. And you also get marketing photos. So you get to use the blank and the finished marketing photos every month to market your products to your customers. So those are the things that you get for being a group member. Now, let me show you the files that we are doing this month. So I normally send the files out on the 1st of the month. I gave them to my members a couple of days early this month because we're getting ready to open. I wanted them to go ahead and get their files early. So the first file that we did, and we actually made this live yesterday, is this really cute rainbow Christmas car charm with the macrame on the bottom. So if you missed that video, I did that yesterday on Facebook Live, and I showed y'all how to do the macrame thread or whatever you want to call it, thread yarn that's on the bottom. So we made that yesterday, and I did tell y'all a little sneak peek. We are going to do an extra bonus file next week of a Halloween version of this. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a bonus file for next week. I'm still in the process of getting that one ready for y'all. So we made that yesterday. Today we are going to make this cup of cheer door hanger. So that, you saw that a few minutes ago. That's the blank version. We're going to paint that live today. And then the third file that they got this month is a tiered tray set. And this is the Mrs. Claus Coffee Company tiered tray set, and you get all the items shown in the photo. If you're wondering what the little pile of peppermints are, so if you are familiar with the Target gumball jars, okay, If you have not heard of the Target gumball jars, you can just go on Instagram and search for them and you will just dive down a rabbit hole, I can assure you. But they're super cute on tiered trays. They also do have them at Hobby Lobby now as well. And you may be able to find them elsewhere, but those are the places I've seen them. But anyway, they come in different colors or you can paint them and they look cute on tiered trays. And then I give, whenever I do a tiered tray, I give the a filler item so that you can fill your little gumball jar up with some small items. So this month it's going to be those little peppermint candies that go with this set. So that's the tiered tray set. And then we're doing a shaker frame. So this is our shaker frame, and it says the stockings were hung, and it's got, of course, your Christmas stockings, and then I put names on there. So I did my family's names. The holly looks a little darker because I just ended up cutting it out of MDF because I had a piece of MDF in on my laser bed. So that's why it looks like that. But anyway, this file goes up to 8 stockings. So anywhere between 3 all the way up to 8 stockings. And if you want to shrink them down and make more, you can, but I was trying not to make them too small. But a shaker element is a layered element. So like inside of the stockings, we're going to put some filler items. And like I said, I'm going to run to Michael's and see if I can get some of those little clay polymer fillers. But if not, you can always use sequins. I usually just use sequins. So we're going to be making that. Okay, so those are our October files for this month. Now, our bonus files next week. We have 4 bonuses. So first of all, we have a shelf sitter set that goes with the tiered tray set. So I showed you the tiered tray set. That is the Mrs. Claus Coffee Company. We're doing a shelf sitter. That is always hard for me to say, y'all. I don't know why. Shelf sitter set. We're doing that, this one that coordinates with the tiered tray set. So you get both of those. And then you get this shaker. So it says, which better have my candy? And it's got 3 little candies in there. We're going to be filling those up with some fun little fillers. And then this is my favorite, y'all. This is my heart right here. I love making bicycle door hangers. I have several versions of the bicycle door hanger in our club. So if you get in the club and you look back and you see that we've done some of these before, like I have one that has flowers in the basket. I have one that has, it's a birthday one that has balloons on it. If you get in there and you want the other versions, as a member, you have the option of purchasing past months files. So you can go back and purchase bundles from other months when you were not a member. And no, you can't purchase those unless you're in the group. So that is another member benefit. Okay, so we're making that door hanger. I love, love, love. I don't know why I love this bicycle so much, but this little bicycle, it's got, see the little flag on the back and it says boo. And then it's got the basket with the little jack-o'-lantern and a witch hat in it. So yeah, I'm excited to paint that one. And then we are going to do, what was the other one? This Baby It's Cold Outside door hanger. So this one, again, I give you a split version of that. So if you want to cut it in 2 pieces, you can. But we've got a snowman who is, he's hung his outfit out on the line. The scarf, the mittens, the carrot nose, and the little hat with holly on it. So all his little clothes are hung up on the line. And I was actually going to put, for the wording on this one, I was going to put, let's make a snowman, or what is the Frozen, do you want to build a snowman? But I don't want to do anything that people are going to say, oh, well, that's copyright. I don't really know that the phrase, do you want to build a snowman, is copyrighted or not. But if you wanted to change your words on there to, to that would be really cute, because you can kind of, it looks like we're kind of building a snowman there. So I just did Baby It's Cold Outside. So yeah, we're doing that. And then, like I said, we're going to do a Halloween version of this card charm. So we're going to do that next week as well. Those are your bonuses. Now, if you're joining next week, you're going to want to join on the first day we open, because you have to join on that first day to get all the bonuses. Every day that you wait, a bonus goes away. So set your alarm, set a reminder. I am going to send out a text and an email on Tuesday morning to remind everyone. I'm also going to do the @everyone thing in my Facebook groups. if you are one of the people who does not like the @everyone tag that tags you in a Facebook group, please just show me some grace and just move on and ignore it, because I had some people the other day who commented that they did not like being tagged at the @everyone tag. And I will tell you that I will just say a couple things here, and then I'm going to move on and paint this pretty door hanger. That is a feature that Facebook put out very recently. If you're getting tagged in groups under the @everyone, the reason is because Facebook's algorithms do not show you everything just because you're in a group. So if you join a group, unless you turn on your notifications and bump them up to the top, you're not going to see half of what happens in that group. And some people are fine with that, but a lot of people don't know that, and then they miss things. And then I get emails the day after we close saying, oh my gosh, I missed it. I never even heard about it. You know, maybe they're not on my email list. Maybe they're not on my text list. Maybe they just didn't see it in the group. It's the only way to guarantee that you will see something in a Facebook group. And Facebook allows the person who owns the group to do it once per day. I do it probably 2 or 3 times a month. I very rarely do it, so I feel like I don't abuse that feature, but I know for some reason some people got all up in arms about it the other day and they did not like getting tagged. So I do apologize, but when we have something big going on, we tag, because that is the only way you guys are not going to miss it. And I don't like to say no. I don't like to be mean. I don't like to turn people down, but the only time I don't like the @everyone tag is when it's used multiple times a day. You're not actually able to use it multiple times a day. Diana, you're probably getting tagged multiple times a day from different groups, but you're only able to use it once a day. And weirdly enough, it doesn't work in all the groups. Like for a while, it worked in one of my groups, but not another group. And then all of a sudden it started working in both my groups. So now it's working, but some people still say that they can't get it to work in their group. I don't know why. But yeah, so that's the only time I use it, is big stuff. So thank you for your understanding on that, and just knowing why we do it. We're just fighting the algorithm game is all we're doing. Okay, so we are going to move on, and we're going to paint this fun door hanger. I'm going to do my cheater method on the back, because I'm going to just make this simple and do some brown paint and a baby wipe and get this bad boy painted so we can do the fun part, which is all the attachments. So I'm taking some Deco Art brown paint, and this is dark chocolate, my big thing of dark chocolate. I buy some of the Deco Art colors in the big containers, the ones that I use the most. So I'm trying to make all my projects this month kind of coordinate a little bit. So this one, I really want the color scheme to kind of go with the car charm that we painted yesterday. Just because when I put pictures out of all of them together, I think it just looks prettier like that. And I just really like the classic Christmas color scheme, although I'm going to throw a little blue in here, just a little light blue. So we're going to do mostly red and green, but we will have a little bit of blue in here. So this is just a baby wipe and my brown paint, and it just gives it that nice faux stained look, and it's quick and easy. Y'all know all my reasons. If you're regular watchers, you know why I do this. Aside from it being quick and easy, it doesn't smell, it's not sticky, it doesn't stain my hands. I can do it in my house. I don't have to go out and do it in my garage and then let it dry for hours. It dries pretty much, right away. So all those reasons are why I do this more than anything else. Need a little bit more paint on there. Oh, you know what I was going to do, y'all? I forgot. I was going to do some glitter on these snowflakes. So y'all might have to give me a second to go grab a piece of paper off the printer. because I need a piece of paper to do my glitter, and I need to grab my glitter out of my closet right here. I thought that would be really pretty. Y'all know I love to use glitter wherever possible, even though it makes a mess and gets everywhere. I do love it. Okay, so that's our stained background. It looks a little lighter up top. Let me put a little bit more up here. Maybe that's just the camera angle. I'm looking on the TV screen and it looks lighter up top. Right, there we go. That looks better. All righty, so I will set this aside to dry. And let me really quick grab my glitter. All right, this is my big box of glitter that I got on Amazon. So I'll set that there. I'll link it in the comments in just a minute. Let me grab a piece of printer paper. Okay, I hope I haven't used all my white glitter up. Let me take a peek in here and find that out. I might have used it all up, but maybe I can do like a light blue, like an ice blue. Oh, they have snowball shaped glitter too at Michael's. I think I have some of that. I think I have some snowflake. Well, I don't know if it's glitter. I have snowflake like sequins, I think. Let me see. I think there's enough. Oh yeah, that's pretty much full. Okay, let's put this down here. Get that out of the way. So it sounds like I need to make a trip to Michael's though, right? This chair, y'all. I got this. I finally got a chair for in here, but it's like I need to move the rug because the rug doesn't go all the way back to the wall. So the chair, the wheels keep like catching on the edge of the rug. So yeah. And I'm sitting here like scooting, trying to get it up. All right. Let's paint our little coffee mugs. Let me think. All right. This one, I'm going to do, I think, some white. Where's my towel? Maybe I'll do some polka dots on this one. Let's see. All right, so as you can see, everything is scored on here for y'all just to make it easy to do your placement of all your letters and all your little doodads. This is just Deco Art White. I used to use chalk paint, but honestly, this Deco Art is pretty thick stuff. I'm probably going to still do 2 coats, but it's nice white paint. So tell me in the comments, just so we can like have some interaction, since this is going to take me a little while to paint. Tell me what your favorite paint is, or your favorite paint color, like what brand, what color, what's your favorite go-to for wood items? I am, I'm a Deco Art girl. I'm not a Deco Art rep. Like I don't have any kind of sponsorship with them. I probably should, but they are finally getting nice things again. Do you mean Michael's is getting nice things again. Okay. I have my, let me move this closer. I put my overhead camera on the other side because I thought maybe that would be less of a shadow. I still have a shadow no matter what I do for some reason, but y'all, I've tried everything. I've got a light here. I've got the natural light coming in the window. I don't know. I did see this ring light that I thought about getting on TikTok. Like it pops up on there as an ad. It's a giant ring light that has a phone mount in the middle that mounts overhead. Has that popped up on anybody else's TikTok? It keeps popping up on mine, probably because I talk about lighting a lot in my videos. And you know, our phones hear everything that we say. But yeah, I haven't mastered it yet. Maybe I need to get some of those photography lights and shine those on both sides. This is True Red from Deco Art, my favorite Deco Art red. It's really pretty. Karen used to have a hard time with white looking dirty. So yes, I know what you mean. When I do shiplap lines on my backers and I paint them white, the white ends up looking a little dingy, but generally that's the look I'm going for when I do it. Like I want it to actually have like a weathered look. So I don't mind it, but yes, that is frustrating when you don't want it to look that way and it looks dirty. I know what you mean. They say denatured alcohol. I use regular alcohol sometimes to get those burn marks off. I don't really, I haven't found that I need denatured alcohol. Just the regular just works pretty good. All right, so we're doing that cup in red. And the Target Mondo Llama brand covers really well. I have not tried the Target paint. I noticed Target has a really cute little art section whenever I'm in there. I have bought glitter in there before, but I have not really bought anything else. Okay, now y'all know what my favorite color is, right? We got some sea breeze here. However, this, I want to do blue and I kind of wanted to do like more of a light blue. I don't even know if I'm going to use the sea breeze. I know that I bought a light blue, but it doesn't look like light blue to me. Like this is baby blue. But this blue, it doesn't look light enough to me. And I really want it to be more of like a vintage, like Tiffany blue. But the sea breeze is too dark for what I have in mind. So I think I'm just going to add a little bit of white and lighten it up. That's what I think I'm going to do. But I have to make sure and do enough of it because I want to do some of my letters in the same color, and I need to have enough paint mixed up so I don't have to mix it again, you know, then the match and blah, blah, blah. Karen, yes, I have a Thunder machine. I have the, oh, you got the big, huge one. I didn't even know they made a 63. They make a 63-inch Thunder? I didn't even know that. I thought the biggest one was the 51. That shows how much I pay attention. So I'm going to squirt a good amount of this paint on here, because we're going to use it. That's probably way too much. I don't know. But I just want to have enough. All right, so let's see how this goes. Mixing paint is never my, I guess I'll just use this one. Never my best skill. I don't feel like that really did anything. Now I feel like I'm going to have to use a lot of white paint because I used a lot of sea breeze. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more and then we're just gonna settle for that color. Can y'all even see that? I'm mixing it up on a paper plate. I'm making a big old pile of paint here though. Way more than we need, I'm quite certain. Just want it to be like a vintage Tiffany blue, but not like a bright, like the sea breeze is pretty bright. Next time I go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I'm going to look and see. Oh, that's good. That's actually pretty much what I was envisioning. Y'all, my husband is taking a nap in the living room and I can hear him snoring. Can y'all hear him? He's going to die that I mentioned that on video. He's been lasering in the garage for the entire morning. He has to be exhausted. He probably smells like burned wood. So y'all know, when we came down here, this is my husband's first time like taking on the wood cutting part of my business and learning about the laser, and he has improved my setup out there so much. I mean, he got a big screen. It's not really a big screen. It's like basically it was the TV that I was using in my craft room in my old house. We had it sitting there and we weren't using it. And so he set that up as an extra monitor out there for the computer. And now we can see light burn like huge. And it's just so nice. I'm like, why did this never occur to me to do? It's so nice. And then we have, we built another work table. So we buy I don't know if y'all are familiar with the table that you buy at like, it's not Harbor Freight. I think it's Harbor Freight where we got it. It might've been Northern Tool though. Actually, I think it was Northern Tool. So it's a kit where it comes with like the legs and the nuts and bolts and everything, but you buy the wood to put the table together. So instead of making, like last time I made a smaller table with it because I didn't have enough space for a big table. So this time we did the full thing. We did a 4x8 and we have a huge work table in the garage now and it is just fabulous. We love it. We are just using the heck out of it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and paint another coat of white on here. Let's see. Karen, I am so sure that is the best decision because my Thunder lasers, I have 2 of them. They're both 35s. Of course, now my husband is telling me why in the world did I not get the 51 this time? And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't want anything bigger. I feel like they're such big machines, but now I am kind of regretting not getting the 51. I don't think I would have wanted the 63, but I am kind of regretting not getting that a little bit bigger. So if y'all are interested in Thunder, go big or go home. I'm telling you. We're doing a second coat of this white. So let me ask you, Karen, do you use external air with your machine or do you just use the stock air compressor that it comes with? Because we have always used the stock one, but we are debating on getting a big air compressor because we finally found some good wood down here, you guys. It took some doing to find some good wood down here. We found some beautiful birch, and we absolutely love it, but you do have to cut it at a higher, slower setting. So my settings right now with the Thunder are 14 and 90 for this birch, and that cuts great. But if you're cutting smaller items, like smaller cutouts, you may want to slow it down a little bit. Use external air. Oh, you're saying what is external air? So external air, Vanessa, no, it is not hard to learn how to use. Their support and their Facebook group is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I knew nothing about lasers when I started using it. And here, I'm just going to add a little bit more red here at the bottom because the white kind of blended with it. I don't think I need an entire new coat of red. I just wanted to kind of touch that up a little bit, darken that up. Okay. All right, we'll let that dry. Let's do our candy cane and all of our letters that go on this coffee cup. Our holly, We have 2 hollies. Wait, where's the other holly go? Let me think. One goes on. I think I had one. Yeah, I had one down here. That's where I had it. I forget where I had it. All right. All right. I'm gonna do white for joy, and I'm just gonna use my paint pen. You can cut 1/2 inch with no problem with the 130. Yeah, see, I don't ever need to cut 1/2 inch, but it would be nice to not feel like you're maxing out your settings to cut a 1/4 inch. Oh, did I break that? Uh-oh, it's got a little, oh, I see. There's a void in the wood on this little piece. All right, I'm just gonna be real gentle because I don't wanna have to recut that while I'm live. I'm just gonna be real gentle with it. Gosh, that piece has a big void in it, and I didn't even notice it. This is not the birch that I was telling y'all about. This is, well, it is birch. This is birch, but it's not the new birch that we just bought. We found birch from a vendor down here. It's not a big box store, and theirs is the difference between night and day. They don't have maple down here, y'all. I was using maple from Lowe's, and I always raved about it. We went through a lot with Lowe's trying to get this maple. And finally, they said they could get it, but to get it down here to Louisiana, they couldn't honor the price online, which I thought was interesting. So we are going local with a smaller company, and they are really, really sweet. They actually let us return one stack of wood that we got home and we're like, nope, this is not going to work. And we brought it back. Oh gosh, the 1/2 inch is great for chunky shelf sitters. Yes, I'm sure it is. I'm sure that is super cute. But that wood is so heavy to work with. Oh my goodness. I mean, this maple that we got is sturdier than, it is as sturdy, I'm sorry, not maple, this birch that we got. It is as sturdy as the old maple that we were using in Virginia. So it's heavy. Okay, I'm painting this because I'm live with y'all, but I would totally recut this piece if I wasn't live. And I'm not going to glue it down because I want to recut it and have like a better piece. All right, now I think I figured out yesterday that this red Posca matches pretty well with this True Red Deco Art paint. So that's what I'm going to use for these words. Yeah, I'm trying to use up this other stuff for my lives because I have it, but the new maple is awesome. I mean, I keep saying maple birch. Gosh, what's wrong with my brain? I can't talk and paint at the same time, I guess. I'm getting one of those spam phone calls. They're so annoying. I like how now it shows up on your phone as potential spam. Gotta love paint pens. if you guys would not mind sprinkling this video, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm still doing my free file. When you sprinkle the video and comment sprinkled, I draw names, and every month I do a free file. So check your Facebook Messenger, because I do contact you through Facebook Messenger if you won the free file every month. Make sure you, if you sprinkle though, make sure you comment sprinkled so I know. And if you don't know what sprinkled is, I'm sure someone in here in the comments will tell you. Oh, you have to get the little one from school. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. You too. Yes, you can always watch in the replay. Okay, there's our Merry and Bright. And push those over here. Go ahead and do our candy cane. Thank you so much for sprinkling. Yes, Vanessa, that's what that means. So who in here uses MDF versus wood? And if you do you like the way the MDF paints? Comment and let me know. Let me know. I would love to know. I am not a fan of MDF, at least not painting it. It cuts beautifully, but I'm not a fan of painting it. I feel like it absorbs too much paint. But I know some people have found a different kind of MDF that doesn't seem to do that, maybe. Oh, Shayna says sprinkle means something totally different when you have two boys. That is hilarious. Yes, I'm sure it does. I have one boy, but he's 20 now, but I do vividly remember. That's too funny. I don't know who started the sprinkle thing. This is a different green, by the way, than I used yesterday on the other project. I really like this green. This is Irish moss. And of course, it's deco art. It's so pretty. Generally, when I'm doing leaves, I do a mixture, kind of a combination of Hauser light green, Irish moss, and what's that other one? There's a dark one. Forest green. Oh, and also sometimes a little aloe. Mix a little aloe in there. The color, not the actual aloe. Oh, FYI, those of y'all who are in my SVG Clubhouse, today is the 30th. So that means today is the last day that you can purchase last year's September files at half off. Every month, like when we release the new files, the files from the same month last year in the group are half off. So you can get all those files today from September of last year for half off. And then tomorrow when October starts, you'll be able to get the October files from last year for half off in the membership portal. So don't forget, if you want to grab those, you can grab them today. Sandra, you use a lot of MDF. You like the way it paints, but you treat it first. So what do you treat it with? Do you just prime it or sand it or both? Let's see, we need more red. That's our little holly. We're not done though. We're going to do some accents on there. And I'm using angled brushes for all of this, y'all. I love my angled brushes. All right, I'm not going to attempt to get the lines right on this candy cane. So I'm thinking if I can get away with this Posca pen, I will. Let me see. I hope that white paint's dry enough. But I'm going to have to do 2 coats at least. All right, we'll do a second coat on there in just a minute. Okay, so I think I want to do some polka dots. I want to lighten up this green a little bit though. So I'm going to grab a little bit of my white from over here. Sorry, y'all can't see that. I'm going to grab some of my white and mix it with this green. And then we're going to take a little tiny sponge stick and we're going to just do some polka dots on here. And the way that I do polka dots is I just do 2 dots and then I make a triangle. So I do that 3rd dot where it would basically make a triangle with the other 2 dots. Does that make sense? And I have a holly piece going here, so I don't really need any there. And I'm just doing like kind of a half twist. And I'm going off the edge a little bit because if you don't, then it doesn't look random and it looks weird, I think. Okay, so that's what this looks like. And I think it'll look better when we get our letters on top of that, but I just wanted a little bit of kind of interest on there for that cup. All righty. Let's go back to the holly. And I'm gonna just touch it up. Let me think. All right, first of all, we need a little bit more red. A second coat of red on there. Actually, I think I might do a second coat of the green. Well, no. Now I'm going to leave the green because I want to be able to see the little the lines in the holly. All right, we'll let those dry and then we'll do a little bit more accent. Okay. All right, I'm not super happy with the red on this candy cane, so I think I'm going to take a small a very small brush and use a little red paint just to make it a little bit brighter. Oops. Can you see that? I'm like right on the edge. Ooh, my red is bleeding onto my white. No, no, no. I'm gonna have to touch that up. Gesso or sanding sealer? Okay. I've heard of gesso, but I cannot think of what it is. I'm touching up my white. Okay, who is watching? Does Hocus Pocus come out today? Hocus Pocus 2? I think it's today, isn't it? Didn't they say September 30th? Ooh, that's exciting. I'm just making the problem worse with that red and white. I need to let it dry and leave it alone. Okay, I think while that's drying, we will glitter some things. Let's glitter some snowflakes. All right, I'm ready to glitter some things. Let's get, where's the printer paper that I went and got? Did I set it over here? Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm going to fold a piece of paper in half. And then open it up. And we have 5 snowflakes that we're going to glitter. I don't know why I'm getting them all out at one time. Well, I do. We're going to paint them first. I need a tiny brush. Maybe not that tiny. There we go. Gesso is a primer. Oh, gotcha. Gives a tooth to your work. Oh, okay. Oh, Shayna, that's so funny. You're waiting on your husband to get home. My husband never saw the first one. I couldn't believe that. I was like, what? So maybe we'll have to watch the first one together. I don't know though. That's not his kind of movie, so I don't think he's going to really be that into it anyway. So maybe I'll just watch it by myself. All right, so I'm just painting snowflakes white. And actually, I'm going to need to get these off of here because we're going to need to get the glitter on. Where'd my white glitter go? It's right here. While these are wet. So get a nice coat, not too thin, a nice coat on your piece, and then just quickly go back over because you want the entire thing to be wet when you sprinkle your glitter on. Gotta kind of work quickly. And then just shake the excess. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, and that is what we have. Whoops, sorry, wrong way. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Let me see if I can get it. I'm trying to get the camera to focus on it. Can you see the sparkly glitter? Right there, you can kind of see it a little bit. Isn't that pretty? All right, I'm gonna pour. And the reason we do the paper is because then we can just tap it and then just pour it back in that tiny little container. And these little containers last a very long time because I've had this glitter kit since, I want to say early last year, maybe. And I use it quite frequently. I mean, I don't mass produce any of the things that I make though. So if you are, then you probably are going to want to go get the big bottles of glitter. But there's some really cool glitter on Etsy too. I don't have any links for y'all. I don't have any names of shops. But if you follow MJ, she's a door hanger person. She paints door hangers on Facebook Live. She uses a lot of glitter. And she's always showing us like her hauls, her like Etsy haul. I think she gets them on Etsy. I could be wrong, but I swore she got them on Etsy. Really pretty different things than you could ever find in a craft store, like custom mixed colors. All right, so again, we are going to just work quickly while that paint is wet. Make sure you do a generous coat. And then we've got sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Wish I could see that better. I'm blocking the light. Maybe if I go from this side, I won't block the light. All right, now the camera's frozen. It's like on a delay. Let's do our big one. Now, if you have something large like this one, I think I'm gonna do half at a time because I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep the paint wet enough on the entire piece to glitter the entire thing at one time. So we're just gonna do it that way. The rainbow card charm that we made yesterday, that would be really cute glittered with some red. You don't have to glitter everything. Just pick one element of your design and add a little shimmer to it, a little glitter. And you can spray sealer over top of glitter. I have done it and it worked fine. All right, so I'm just going to do this half. And then there's enough in there, I can go ahead and paint the other half before we have to dump the glitter back in. And I always do the same color under the glitter that I'm going to do the same color as the glitter. That blended perfectly. Maybe on that piece you can see. It's really hard to show y'all the shimmer. There you go. Now you can see it. Right? Can you see it? It's so pretty. It's much prettier in person. All right, 2 more. If you paint your pieces before you cut them, you could always just do a quick little coat to adhere your glitter, or you could use Mod Podge if you prefer to use Mod Podge instead. You can glitter with that. You could probably use spray glue if you wanted to. I'm not a fan of spray glue because I craft indoors and I'm not spraying spray glue in my craft room. But I know some people love spray glue, spray paint. I am not a fan of the sprays. I want to just craft in here and not have to worry about like the smell and all of that. Mod Podge would stay sticky longer. Hey Sheila, you like the sparkle? Sparkle is your favorite color? Me too. So yeah, the Mod Podge, you don't have to worry about it drying. Is that what you're saying? Like the paint? That's true. Now, when you use Mod Podge, do you paint underneath it? Like, do you still paint your piece first and then Mod Podge and then glitter? Or does the Mod Podge hold the glitter on enough that you don't see the wood color underneath? All right, there's all our snowflakes, y'all. They are all glittered. You know what this makes me want to glitter? Are y'all tired of glitter yet? It makes me want to glitter my berries. Should we glitter our berries? Comment yes or no if you want the berries glittered. If you paint your wood before you cut it, like you said, then use the Mod Podge. You could do all of them at once, couldn't you? That, you know what, Sheila, that probably would be a time saver. You probably could do that. I don't know if I have a good red for glitter though, y'all. Last time, let's see. This is pink. Oh, here's red. Yeah. Last time I glittered what I thought was red, it ended up being hot pink when I got it in the light. Which luckily, because it was going on my own door, I was like, whatever. But yeah, check your colors in the natural light. Take them over to the window. All right, we're gonna do red glitter on our holly. My paintbrush. I don't want to stick it in the, here, let me balance it up here. I don't want to get it. Ooh, that was a lot. Oh, that's pretty. That's very pretty. But I'm going to have to do some accents on the green. Whoops. Can y'all see that? That's very pretty. Yeah, I need to get my white paint out and do some accents on there. They just need a little something, something. Oh, so cute. I love it. Love how sparkly. Those berries would be cute if you put a little Oh, little half beads on them and painted them red and made them more three-dimensional. Sheila, you sound very crafty. You sound even craftier than me. Like you have all kinds of ideas. That would be super cute. You know, I did want to put white on them because I always like to put a little like dot of white on my berries to make them look three-dimensional. But now that they're glittered, I was thinking I can't do that. But see, now dang it, I didn't bring them down to Louisiana. I don't have all my craft supplies. I still have, back in Virginia, I still have all my paper crafting stuff. I did not bring that down here. And I have a lot of those little sticky flat back pearls and things like that that you put on cards. So they would have been perfect. That would have been really, really cute. I wish I had those down here, but I do not. Okay, so glue. Glue. Oh, you know what? I can't not glitter my candy cane, y'all. I'm just like, now I can't put the glitter away. I can't put it away. I have to glitter my candy cane. All right, we're doing the red. And then I promise no more glitter. I'm done. And then we'll start painting the letters. I can't not glitter my candy cane. You are overflowing with ideas. You should be a laser project consultant. That would be an awesome job to have, I would think. All right, is this wet enough to still glitter? Hopefully. Okay, that's cute. That is stinking cute, y'all. Oh, I hate that, like, I can't get the right angle on this camera and it's dark. It's driving me crazy. How cute is that? Do you see it? Super cute. Okay. All right, I'm done glittering. Those who hate glitter, you no longer need to avert your eyes. You can look back now. My paper's flying off my table. Okay, now we have glitter everywhere. All right, let's put this together because I can't stand it any longer. I need to put it together. My glue. And then we'll do our accents after that. All right, this piece of holly goes here. I'm gonna make sure I got it on there straight because the score lines. All right. And this piece of holly goes here. All right, now this joy is really, I guess I'll stick it on there. I don't know. I'll use it for my own door. If it pops off, I'll just cut another one. My joy has got some voids in the wood because I used crappy wood to cut my own projects. I'm just doing little dots. That's what I like about this Star Bond. I feel like I can get little tiny dots with it. All right, and then our Merry and Bright. I like putting it on the back piece. I feel like I don't get as much glue everywhere when I do it that way. I've started doing it that way every time now, and it's faster. At least for me, it is. All right, and then the rest of our letters. Super cute. All right, now my little bitty brush, little bitty. This is Starbond glue, Starbond medium, medium glue that I got on Amazon. I love it. All right, and we're just doing a few little accents on our holly. Okay. And then I think I'm going to do just a little teeny bit of black. Black always makes a project pop. I'll hold that up for y'all in just a second. All right. Okay, I think I'm done fiddling with this. Let me hold it up where y'all can see. So I just did some accents on there with a black, just with black paint, little black paint, little white paint, just some little like highlight things, just because I feel like it makes it pop. Thank you, Renee. Okay, so I'm gonna set him over there to dry. And this little candy cane, he is also gonna need a little bit of black to make him pop. This gets glued to the board. It doesn't get attached to the coffee cups necessarily. Whoops, that is smearing. I don't like that. How is that still wet? That's getting on my nerves. All right, we're gonna have to fix that. Hold on. Somehow that candy cane was still wet on the white. And I don't know how. That's okay. We are gonna fix him up. With some white paint and let him dry, and then we'll come back and fix that little highlight. Okay, set that over there for a few minutes. All right, now, this says, pour yourself a cup of cheer. So we want to mix up our colors that we used in the rest of our design. Pour yourself. All right, so I'm going to do, for pour in a cup, we're just going to do white, and then we will bring in some color with our yourself and cheer. Here's my white paint pen. Hey, Renee, how are you? I'm not loving this white Posca pen. I have a love-hate relationship with my white Poscas. Let's try this one. That one's better. Sometimes they don't go on thick enough. Sometimes they look just clear. Do you know what I mean? I usually buy several of them at a time because I know I'm going to get a couple that are just blah. And sometimes I will just cut the things that I know that I'm going to want white out of whiteboard because I hate painting white. I have to have color. Yes, this pen is much better. Renee, this is one of the Clubhouse files for October. So if you're a club member, then this file was emailed to you yesterday with your October files. If you are not a club member, the doors open on Tuesday. And if you join the first day, you get all of the October files, plus you get 5 bonus files. We had 4 bonus files, but now we're going to have a 5th one. So if you join on Tuesday, you get 9 files that day. It's $15 a month. You get half off all my files in my Etsy shop for being a member. That's all the time, no limit. Super worth it, you guys. There's also an annual rate. If you join and pay for the year, you get a month free. If you want to do that option. If you, yes, if you're in the club, yeah, you're in the club, check your email. They were sent out to you yesterday. And then there's always 3 ways to access your files when you're in the club. So I emailed them to you, but there's 2 other ways you can always get your files. There's the membership portal. So you would just log in there. And there's also the Facebook group. So every month I post links to the files in the supply list, and I put that post under the featured tab. I pin it under the featured tab, and it's there all month. It has the coupon code for the 50% off. It has the links to the files, the supply list, all the links. All the info is there. So you can always get your files there as well. And you can access your files in the membership portal for up to a year. At some point, we're going to not be able to continue like letting you get all, like if you were a member from the very beginning, just know that you can get them up to a year ago. But at some point, the membership portal is not going to let me like completely fill it up and just keep adding and not taking away. So that just means that I have to remove some of the older files at some point, but they will definitely be there for up to a year. And if you download them, then you have them forever, of course. If you keep, actually, what we tell you in the membership group, what we tell you is to save your emails, because you can download your files, but you can also save the emails, because the links in the emails don't go to the membership portal. They go to the Google Drive. So those files are always on the Google Drive. So if you save your emails and save those links, then you can always get your files through the Google Drive as well. Okay. I just feel like those are going to need a second coat. I hate to do white twice because I just feel like it's so boring to watch, but it's going to look so much better with the second coat. You are very welcome. Yes, check your email. Everything is there. And if you ever don't see your email, check your spam folder or your promotions folder if you're a Gmail user. And if you still don't see it, you can always email me and we'll figure out why you're not getting it. Sometimes there are, like, you know how when you go in occasionally and unsubscribe from a bunch of people on your email just to kind of clean up your inbox. So I have had Clubhouse members who have accidentally unsubscribed to my emails. And the problem with that is that if you unsubscribe, then not only are you not getting my emails about sales and things that I send out, you also won't get your club emails. So don't unsubscribe if you're a club member, because you want to continue getting your club emails. Sorry, I'm trying to paint these fast just to be done painting white. And I know that's an awful sound to listen to because this birch is kind of scratchy, which is why we ended up getting, one of the reasons we ended up getting a different vendor. Okay, so let's paint. Let's do yourself in green and cheer in the blue. So this is the blue color that I mixed up some sea breeze and some white. I just wanted a little bit of a lighter Tiffany blue color. Did y'all know that the words Tiffany blue are trademarked? I just thought that was a color. And I had an Etsy listing taken down one time, a long time ago, when I sold wine glasses and tote bags, because I used to have, well, I still have a silhouette machine. But before I did laser stuff, I sold wine glasses, tote bags, t-shirts, all that stuff. And I had a listing removed one time, and I was like, why are they removing this listing? And then I realized it was because one of the colors I was calling Tiffany blue. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I just thought that was a color. And it's my favorite color. You can't say Tiffany blue on Etsy. Did y'all know that? Because that's what I always called it. I always called it Tiffany blue. When I came down here, I just got a Tiffany blue KitchenAid mixer. It's called Ice Blue, but it's Tiffany blue. It's so pretty. I'm tired of sitting, y'all. I think I might have to stand up in a minute. I can't decide. When I'm crafting, like not on video, sometimes I just can't do it all at once. Like I have to that's probably a little ADHD of me, right? I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I have to like step away and come back with a fresh brain, a fresh eye, and figure out like what color I want to use. Do y'all do that? Why are you Lulu Bean? Because when my little girl was a baby, for some reason, we called her Lulu Bean. We called her Bean, Bean Magoo, Lulu. That's just what we called her. And when I started my business, for some reason, I just called it Lulu Bean. And people are like, oh, did you get that from Lululemon? I'm like, hey, I was around before Lululemon. You called her Amy Lou. Yeah, it's my niece is Emma, and Emma was always Emma Lou. And we had some friends down one time when we were at the river. My in-laws have a place at the river in Virginia. And we had some friends down, and we kept calling her Emma Lou. And they thought that was her name. They thought her name was Emmy Lou. Like, isn't there a country singer, Emmy Lou Harris? Is that right? Yeah, they thought her name was Emmy Lou. And I was like, no, it's Emma. We just call her that. And then my daughter came along and she was Katie Lou, and then Lulu, and Lulu Bean, and Bean Magoo, and just all these crazy little things we would call her. So I got a hair, dog hair, cat hair. Trying to just do a quick like second coat on here. Okay, so now I'm going to take just a little bit of this white and just kind of so this is white, but I've kind of mixed it with the color just to give it some dimension. That's still wet. There's a glob of paint on there. There we go. Now I just brushed it over here. All right, just because I wanted to give that like a little kind of like a little highlight, like the light shining on it. And then we'll go back and do like just a little bit of black here in a minute. But that just, I feel like it just kind of gives it a little dimension to it. Let that dry and then we'll add the black. All right, and then we're gonna do yourself. We're gonna do in the green color and we're gonna do full strength green. And this is that Irish moss. Thank you, Jennifer. I love it. This was one of my favorite ones to design. This green is a little thin. So I don't know why some colors just seem thinner than others. Maybe I should have shaken it up a little more before I squirted it. I don't know. But I'm gonna do a little white mixed in with this too. This would also be cute. So we're doing the wood stain, like the faux wood stain backer. This would be really cute on if you wanted to do a black and white striped backer. I think this would be really cute on there. Or just a charcoal gray shiplap. I think that would be cute. Or white. You could do white. I don't do a ton of white backers just because I hate painting white. That sounds so silly, but okay. So yeah, the screen needs a second coat, but it also needs some highlights. That's looking better though. The second coat's looking way better on the screen. It is Grinch green. You are so right. This is a great Grinch color. I love it. I think it's just so Christmassy. Something about it. All right, so now I'm going to take a little bit of that white and I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other one. And I'm just going to kind of, and I didn't rinse my brush. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I think we are good on that. And that just gave it like a little something there. And then I'm going to take my same, like the little bitty brush. And do some black. Okay, so there, just a little black in there. And once it all goes together, it'll make a difference. Once we get everything put together. All right. Now I've got to fix that one candy cane. There we go. And water. Okay, I think we are ready to put this together, y'all. Oh, wait, you know what? I just found my of over here hiding in the corner. That needs to be white. Pour yourself a cup of cheer. Okay, this needs to be white. Won't take but a minute. All righty. That out of the way. And let's get our backer out. This is going to be so fun to put together, y'all. All right, I've got to make room. I'll show y'all in just a second here. I'm going to get them on here. They're going to be all crooked, but just to get everything off of my workspace here, make enough room. I'll have to move things around just a little bit. So hang tight, and then we'll do our snowflakes. Okay, let's put this where you can see it. All right, now let's get this all on here correctly. So I'm going to do, I like to have my pieces just slightly hang off the edge. I just like that look on a door hanger. You don't need to do that if you don't want to, but I like it. And I love shiplap because it helps me to get my letters on straight. Okay, does that look straight to y'all? Put it where y'all can see it. And then, so let's figure out where we want our snowflakes. So I might actually move this up a little bit so I can fit a snowflake here at the bottom. I think that's what I did on my mock-up. And we can move the cheer up here. We can do a big snowflake at the bottom. And let's fit. And actually, hold on. I think what I also did was, I think I had this moved over. You could kind of do it however you like, but I think I squeezed in my smallest snowflake right there. Let's do one more down here. And then I think I did one up here. So let's move this over. And then I think I did one there is what I did. Okay, so that is, I'm pretty sure how I had it when I was playing around with it. Oh, thank you, Sheila. Yes, moss green. That was Deco Art Americana moss green. I love it. I love that color. It's definitely a good Grinch green. Okay, I'm not going to glue everything down while y'all, while y'all are on here. I'm going to go probably, I might have to recut that joy. It's just bugging me. I can see the voids in it. And then I'll get everything glued down. But anyway, that is our door hanger. I'm so excited. I don't even think it needs a bow because honestly, a bow would like cover up some of the elements on it. Move the A up. Is the A too low? I haven't glued it down, so I'll play with it. When I do, I don't like to glue it down on my live because I actually like to put it on a lower table and stand over it so I can really get a bird's eye view so that everything's lined up. Because like right here, I can't really see if it's lined up right. But oh, move the A up staggered, like A, and then cup up like that. Is that what you mean? That'd be cute. Or you could kind of, I mean, there's lots of different ways you could do it. You could kind of move these. I don't like to hang them off too far though, because then I'm worried a piece is going to break. So you could move the pour up. And then you could move this up. And then you could have like A and then cup up down here if you really wanted to do that. But I kind of think I like it better all in one line. I think it's too crowded like that. I think the A by itself kind of looks weird. I don't know, but I'll play around with it. Fun colored beads on a card. Oh, on a cord. Yes, that would be really cute. Like to do the beads on there. Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to do the hanger? Here, let me put this back because this is bugging me because I don't like it this way. I was telling you all the ways you could do it, then I'm like, meh, I don't know. My favorite way was this other way, I think. I'll put it back like this. I know that's crooked. That's a little bit crooked, but I think the phone is crooked. That's why it's like, Yeah, that's the phone that I'm using to film is like crooked on the stand. That does weird. Yeah, I think it looked a little bit weird like that. Okay, so let's do, I'm covered, y'all. It's hilarious. I just looked down. I am seriously covered in glitter. All right, let's do a hanger, which normally, of course, I would do after I glued everything down. All right. So the way that I do hangers is I have this fencing wire that I get from Tractor Supply that has lasted me years. This is 17 gauge galvanized steel wire. I'm going to pull off, I think what I normally use is maybe like 16 to 20 inches, maybe 20 inches. I think 16 is, this is probably going to be too much. This is more like 20, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. I can't remember because it's been a while since I did a hanger. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got my wire cut. I'm going to feed it up through the bottom. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to get some beads. So hold that thought. I am just completely covered in glitter, y'all. It's funny. Okay, we have bags of beads. We have lots of beads. And thankfully for this bag of St. Patrick's Day beads, I have lots of shades of green, or at least I have like 2 shades of green, I should say. But I think one of them is going to be a pretty good shade of green for this. All right, so let's get a couple of these. I need a little bowl to put them in. Let's do, this bag is just multicolored. I get all my beads on Amazon, y'all. You can just buy multicolored bags if you want to. Couple of red, couple of white, couple of green. I don't think that I have any blue that are the right color. I don't. Although I might in my Easter, I think I have my Easter beads, but maybe I don't. Let me check. I'm not sure. I don't know that I have my Easter beads because I didn't bring my spring stuff. Like I try not to haul too much stuff down here, and I think I left all my spring stuff in Virginia. All right, what is this box? Those are sawtooth hangers for signs. Okay, yeah, I am not seeing, sorry y'all, don't have my Easter beads, so I don't have my light blue. That would have been good. But this will work. All right, I'm tired of sitting. Let me scoot this chair over. Okay, so we got red, green, white, and is my head cut off? My head's cut off. My bangs are like in my face. Okay. Buffalo check, because y'all know I love some buffalo check. I think we can throw that in here. Oh, that'll be super cute. All right, I don't know what that might be enough. Should we do a natural in there? You don't care for the A by itself, Renee. Yeah, I think that was kind of, maybe we need 3 of each. Let me see. I don't know if throwing dark green, nah. I like the light green. One more red. I do have some gold, but I don't know that really, I don't know that we need gold with this. I have pink in here, but no light blue. Dang it. And where's the white? One more white. Okay. So then let's take one end of this out and start threading on. We'll just alternate. White, green, red, buffalo check. Can you all see what I'm doing? Okay. White, green. red buffalo check. Or you could do like 222 if you like it better that way. This is cute. Thank you. Who told me this idea? Fun colored bead. Sheila. Thank you, Sheila. I had forgotten about this. I haven't done this in a while. I love beads on a door hanger. Plus, I feel like if you're selling these, you guys, and you put beads on them, I feel like you can amp the price up a little bit. I don't sell a lot of door hangers. Sometimes I'll take my ones that I've made for lives and I'll like sell them to my neighbors for a way discounted price. I'll put them on Facebook in the neighborhood Facebook page and just be like, hey, door hangers, like for like $30, which is way underpriced, honestly. I should not do that, but I feel like because I'm live, I'm not doing the best I could do. And so I can't charge as much, but honestly, I don't feel like people really notice that. Like we notice that, but all right. So I'm just grabbing this with my little wire snip things and I'm just rolling it, curling it, whatever you want to call it. I just go out that way and then I just push it down with my finger. I could probably see better if I look at this. I can't really move this over that much more because when you turn it, oh, so you can't see it behind that paint can thing. Okay, so I'm just grabbing it and rolling it, rolling it down like this. Once you get it started, it's easier. Just rolling it down. I like this better than twine. That's how I like to do my hangers. I just poked my finger. But yeah, so that's how I like to do my, I'm moving everything around because I'm hitting my computer. Okay, so let's turn this. Again, this is not glued, so I'm trying to be careful. And you'll see stuff's crooked on here because I keep hitting it, but it's not glued. I still need to glue everything down. But y'all can see the little hanger up there. And if I had blue would be really cute in there. But I think that's cute too. You know what, Sheila? I tried that one time, and I think the problem is that I can't, hold on. Press shift. I'm gonna have to play around with it because the only way that I can get it to where you can see one screen big makes my screen big. It doesn't make, I can't flip it. Press shift +5. What does that do? It says press shift +5. Well, we're going to press shift +5 and see what that does. Shift 5. That does nothing. So yeah, so I don't really know. I don't know what else to do so that I can make this big and then me small because my computer is what's filming in front of me. Because you kind of need to start StreamYard on your computer. So let me think about that and let me try to figure that out because I'm sure there's a way. I belong to a StreamYard group on Facebook and I can probably ask in there. But I would love to flip it around so that the door hanger is what's big and I'm small. That would make me very happy because I really hate looking at myself on video. So yeah. But anyway, okay, I'm going to get off here. I've droned on long enough. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I'll get this glued down and I'll take a picture of it for you guys. And then tune in. So we're not doing lives over the weekend, but Monday, I think I said Monday at 1, we're going to do, which one did I say we were going to do? I think we said we were going to do the tiered tray. I think the next one is Monday. Monday is the tiered tray at 1 o'clock Central Time. So I can't hold it up because it's not glued. Sorry. But I will take a picture and post it once I get it all glued down. I don't know if I follow Erica. I'm not sure, Sheila. What's her business name? I might follow her. I follow a lot of people. I'm not sure. Thank you, Michelle. You're so sweet. I feel like my lives are always a hot mess. All right. I'm going to get off here, guys. Bye. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Y'all stay safe.